Now that we're fully into 2026, I wanted to do a follow-up to my last video, highlighting some more great artists that are currently killing it in Australia's underground rap scene. In the last one, I got a few comments mentioning a large lack in the hip-hop OGs. While they absolutely deserve their shine, I primarily wanted to highlight what I was seeing at that very moment. Mostly what I post on my Instagram for this kind of stuff, at 5dubsau, shameless plug. But in a lot of ways, we wouldn't be here without them. They got the people that weren't in tune to take the sound seriously. The ball actually started rolling. There's a lot I can talk about from the 90s, early to mid 2000s, and 2010s, but that in itself deserves its own video. And I was originally working on that. I was going to post a video about how the scene has evolved up until now, but it's taking way longer than I thought it would to make. There's a lot of history I want to try and dive into, expected in the future. For now, I want to talk about those that I'm seeing pop off at this very moment again. Mostly coming up in the last few years, all of them can be found in the playlist linked below. Let's go.
Chill cause we can move this down over. Honey pack on an empty stomach, my head is spinning, I'm sick as fuck. You know 4G artists the sickest cunt. I eat cushy every day for my lunch. I'm at sushi every day, run it up. I eat sushi every day, fucking bum. What's up, rappers trying to steal my swagger, it makes me sick cause on my mom.
Brisbane's finest. My first pick is Fortitude Valley's One and Only Fortune. In the same clip with those like Colt Shotter and Jords, Fortune puts his own spin on the Lonely Soldier's sound. Phenomenal wordplay, hilariously catchy bars, and a constant output of back-to-back bangers. He brings crazy stuff to the scene. I'd highly recommend the new Lonely Soldier's track Seeps. High energy alongside one of Fortune's best verses yet. You gotta check him out ASAP.
Jump out, yeah, jump out, yeah, jump out, yeah, she got French tips in the toes, she got French tips in the nails, yeah, can I French kiss in your lips, baby French kiss in my dick, yeah, eating cake at the Asian party, fancy up feel like the Ritz, and baby I'll call you back in half an hour, I'm kinda recording it.
Another one bringing nothing but excitement to the underground, I got Jonny Chopps from Sydney. Influenced by artists out of the Atlanta scene, Chopps puts a uniquely awesome spin on the sound that is unlike anything in Australia right now. His latest single, French Tips, is absolute proof to the star power he holds. Expect him to take over the scene in due time. Even the Kid Laroi and Nina Geraci think so, giving him their own cosigns last year.
Just say I did not hate, cause I've got to do something. Baby, what else you telling me? I see you with somebody else, I'm feeling jealousy. I'm feeling jealousy.
While I mentioned Lil Guthie and something different in the last video, it goes without saying that I gotta talk about Stokahr. Chaotic trap and hyperpop madness, she is multi-talented as both a great rapper and producer. Each song sets a different tone from the last, and her experimentation knows no limit. If you're not yet familiar, I definitely suggest her album Still Not Bitten. A bunch of bangers mixed with some of her most heartfelt tracks yet. There's a lot to love here.
I didn't even fight with all you. Step out of the house and on you. Bitch stay fake, I stay real. Back to back, got a kill streak. Me and her got history. So shit that's real to me. I don't wanna talk, they wanna talk about it. They talk shit, the vision is clouded. Little miss, go to the brightest stack it. Little miss, I got it done right now.
Plug and Be greatness is what you can expect with Brisbane's very own yorohaerte, an amazing artist full of endless creativity. Her music blends rap with a versatile amount of sounds and subgenres, all of which lead to something completely unique. Each track she drops tends to evolve herself further, only expect things to get even better this year.
Fuck me. Hey. Fly on the wall, speed in a spliff, put a hole in my throat, see if it fits. Hands in a fist, not tired at all, not even a bit. All that I know is that demons exist, and even if it didn't, could have easily fooled me with a 3-minute clip. People are sick, depending what season it is. Break the fourth wall, make a glory hole, stick my penis in it.
While he's been putting in the work for a hot minute now, Realname still deserves his flowers. Based in Melbourne, the highly talented wordsmith puts bars at the forefront of a vividly trippy aesthetic. He even has a collab project with Tifa, who I spoke about in the last video. You can absolutely expect some crazy lyrical content blended in with an out-of-this-world instrumental to back the poetics. Chuck him a listen, Realname is way too slept on.
Headphones on, can't hear what you say. I'm way too gone, getting so faded. I'ma do my fucking dance like we just made it. In the club, turning up, do it for a pacer.
Yeah, doing it for fun. I just hop up on these beats and I go dumb. I just wake up in the morning and I smoke buds. Yeah, I be smoking sticks, I ain't talking guns.
Since properly popping off onto the scene in 2023, Brisbane legend Lil Ket has been based all around the globe, playing shows in Vietnam and set to travel to America soon. His stomping grounds mostly tend to be in Melbourne. I even interviewed him on 5 Dubs a couple years ago. Great dude and definitely multi-talented. While rap music is usually his key genre, Lil Ket is not afraid of going beyond the box. Expect nothing but heat. Stealthy Noob and him are really something special.
Problematic, got the beef, right?
Only really just now started getting it. If you really want it, then the days get repetitive. Always comfy, never settled in. Struggle cause the pain only pays where the pressure is. Only really just now started getting it. If you really want it, then the days get repetitive. Always comfy, never settled in. Struggle cause the pain only pays where the pressure is. It's a shame you was raised as a better kid, made by the force of the places you never been racing. On some pedal to the metal shit, comfy in these walls, never break them down and let them in.
There aren't that many people doing it like Melbourne's own Choc Money, an amazing rapper that keeps up the charismatic flows with a stack full of bars. Blending the old school sounds of boom bap style hip hop with a modern R&B touch, Choc keeps it realer than real on every track he puts out. Honestly, I gotta let the music speak for itself here. Expect nothing but heat from people like him and Adnam all year long. Choc Money is absolutely ridiculous on a good beat.
SLEEPR.
Live reaction, immortality Instagram page. We got one more followers.
When I run fun, when I go in town, like I spend all the money. When I go in town, when I go in town, yeah, fuck.
So normal.
When I go downtown, I might spend a bit, just a little bit.
One of the first artists I discovered while starting up 5 Dubs is Sydney's very own SLEEPR, a master at their craft and someone who is completely unafraid of going outside the box. You can find them producing most of their beats and finding chaotic ways to rap over each one. I would describe SLEEPR as hyperbolic in the best way. Everything feels fresh, and the discography they're building is packed already. Be sure to also check out their sick rap crew Immortality.
I could write you a song and make you fall in love. I would already have you up under my arm. I use up all of my tricks. I heard that you like this, but you probably won't. You think you're cooler than me. You got designer shades just to hide your face here. You wear them around like you're cooler than me, and you never say hey or remember my name, and it's probably cause you think you're cooler than me.
Founding father to Sydney's bombastic collective Dope Boys, Ghosttown Bunny uses extreme experimentation to achieve whatever kind of sound he wants, and it just works. The same goes with everyone else in the group, but Bunny has been on my radar for a fat minute now. His music is excitingly vibrant and fucking wild. You gotta listen to his cover of Cooler Than Me. It gives the 2010 hit a whole new life. There's nobody doing it like Ghosttown Bunny. Also, free T-Splash.
I be rocking shocks and polo, feeling lonely on my dollar. I stay taunting you bitch from far, it's called out a no-show. Bro, see fat, I love my mates. Hippie crew ain't fucking fakes. Keep on rapping, this my fate. Smoke 20 cones at the end of the day. Trap house living, I sleep much. 2 AM when the fees up. Stays like cash for the beer. Bro, can't go get his D's up. Gotta work hard, can't ease up. Little toy built like a flake hunt. True to my roots like a tree star. I work hard, no G-up.
Nothing but heat when it comes to Melbourne's not-so-friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man, the one and only Perp-stained Kesselbus. While he was born in New Zealand, the local legend has been repping Australia since he was 2, inspired by greats like Flows, Capo, Deposit Klepto, and one of his best mates, Sydney Phillips. PSK can be found rapping his ass off on boom bap and trap style beats, while creatively killing it with his artwork in the city's local graffiti scene.
I'ma get this cash, man. I'ma get this cash, man. I'ma get this cash, man. In the stash, right? Cash, man. I'ma get this cash, man. I'ma get this cash, man. I'ma get this cash, man. In the stash, right? Charlie Cash.
Someone who's been putting in the work and deserves way more praise, I must recommend the New South Wales-based talent that is Bama 2K. Inspired by the golden era of hip-hop mixtapes from the 2000s, Bama rides the aesthetic as if it were his own. Thanks to a greatly versatile soundscape and plenty of bars, his discography doesn't have a single dull moment. He always finds a way to keep things fresh and interesting. You gotta check him out.
Gotta get it done, cause I'm in a rush. Always on the move, don't wanna get touched. Working extra hours on my craft, trying to skate. Been working 9 to 5 until I'm 88. Might not make it that long, if I do, that's a blessing. I'm dealing with some issues and I can't help but stressing. Took a week off to get a tan on the island. Phone switched off, so I bet you can't find me. People wanna know the story, but they don't wanna listen. Makes them smile when they hear you tripping on your mission. Saying nothing to those fools, yeah, that's some wisdom. Been waiting around a long time to start living. Every moment a chance to be lively. I'm just trying to put all these negative people behind me. Facing hard times, but got the fire inside me. Gotta just do it, no complaints like Nike, yo.
It's actually crazy how hard people are sleepy on this next artist. I got Tommy Mooms from Melbourne, a poet in his rhymes with a perfect beat selection that's usually brought to you by Swedish producer Teos. Tommy takes advantage of this partnership to create a fresh take on hip-hop's boom-bap roots, making something of his own entirely. It's the type of rap music you listen to driving home from the worst day of your life, but the sunset is gorgeous.
Find comfort being blind on this laneless lane. Hold on to faith like a saint. Let go of the shoulda, woulda, coulda. Let's focus on the pain and the wounds you sustain. Let go of the shoulda, woulda, coulda. And I find cover from this rain, a place I shouldn't stay. Okay, new era, bring new era for him. No guards on my shins, paint a picture, no tin. This year getting big, not a dream. I'm working hard, no laces on my Timbs. Deep water, I'm surrounded by fins. I'm not scared, it's not real. Let go of the shoulda, woulda, coulda. Let go.
Representing his own collective and hope game, Melbourne's very own Rhett is an artist blending the chaos of the digital underground with various eras of rap music. This culminates into his own unique style that simply cannot be replicated. This guy is a multi-talented legend. His latest album from 2025, Hopelessly Hopeful, is the perfect mix of all he's done before. It's a great place to start in his ever-expanding catalogue of awesome music. You gotta give it a spin.
I'm living my dreams and I can't even see it. I remember the trouble it took to pretend that I wasn't bulimic. Believe me, I had to be eats, but I hadn't been eating. No one sleeps on the floor anymore, cause my habits have everyone leaving. Come and fuck with this boy while he breathing. Come and fuck with this boy down a dead end. I was down in the dumps, I was grieving. Yes, the price of my life is dead friends. I got meds in my head like a mental patient. Baby Jake, you don't make sense. Sensitive to a touch, fuck. How am I gonna pay rent? All my brothers come clutch, but I just keep saying less. Sex keeps me awake. Most days I don't rest. OJ with his codeine, ain't no gin and juice on my breath.
Though he's taking a break from rapping at the moment, Melbourne's DUGE is one of the most talented and underrated to come out of the city. His album I'm Evil from the very start of last year personally blew me away. It's a raw, emotional and beautiful piece of self-reflection. Not only is he an amazing writer and rapper, the story that he tells through his music are the definition of cultivating. Check DUGE out, especially if you want that raw hip-hop sound. Which brings me to Wombat.
Yeah, we suffer in shame, had enough of these grey days. Jump and escape up and away, but still run to the same place. Must be the range, fuck when they stage, I could bust like an AK. If I'm lost, I should stay lost, thinking fuck it if they chase. Give a fuck for what they say, you can judge but I ain't phased. Like nah, been in a rush and I struggle to change pace. Feeling numb in the face on drugs, I'm drunk and it's payday. I'm still stuck in the same spot, thinking fuck it, I ain't changed, nah. And love or lust, can we trust when our brains say we ain't cut from the same cloth, but got stuck on the same page? I just cuss as the raindrops, feeling fucked as the days fade. Been a scummer from day dot, it ain't nothing, I'll vacate away onto another state, but I hate change. Feeling bugged, I blaze pop, still adjusting to pain weight. I crumble and break to waste, can give a fuck, I don't crave fame. Think you're safe, I'm afraid not, we all suffer the same fate.
Last but most definitely not least, Tasmania's Own has been killing it in the underground for a hot minute now. Initially releasing his first song in 2015, it wouldn't be until his debut album in 2022 where people would finally start to notice. What Death Tastes Like features other Aussie legends like Chillin' It, and even went #1 in Australia. He's an OG to this new era and wave of AusRap. Wombat definitely deserves all of his flowers. There's a whole world out there full of new tunes that you should absolutely tap yourselves into. If you can think of anyone that should have been mentioned here, comment their names below. Don't forget to check out the playlist while you're there too. These guys and plenty more. While I definitely want to keep diving into the AusRap realm, don't be surprised if one of my next videos takes a 180 on the topic, though I would love to make a video about Australian music in general, or one that highlights some of my favourite producers from across the country. Please don't hesitate to leave me any suggestions below. Someone had the great idea of covering the scene in each state. I love that. Until then, this has been Adam. Like, comment and subscribe. Hopefully, I'll see you next time. Peace.